Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Immortal Taoists. This will be the Rome 5 episode. I know this is supposed to be Age of Wushu, but it wouldn't let me log in for a few hours, and then I tried it again at midnight, and it let me log in, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit late. And then I went to bed and decided to do Rome 5 in the morning because of another reason as well. We're going to do a experiment today on getting a pet to 100 mana and seeing the direct effect that its third skill has on the attributes of my servants, my deification servants might. So that's going to be interesting. But first of all, the last video I released was me upgrading to Gold and Immortal. I also need to actually just do some of this real quick. And in my excitement, I missed a few things for Gold and Immortal, so I wrote them down to go over them really quickly at the start of this video. So Athena Autumn, once again, big commenter on the channel, always giving good advice, told me that I needed to remember to check the next floor of the Reputation Hall, which is unlocked for me. And these are all the sects, but unfortunately it is very expensive for it. And as well as that, the Destiny book actually changed completely for me. It's very strange. I'm just gonna, haven't done, yeah, so it's changed quite a bit. Like, I'm just gonna sell some, yeah, so seem to gain more spirit stones. I have all of these. One day there is a fairy who looks very familiar to you standing outside your house. After a deep conversation with her, you found she is your daughter and raised by your wife who left 10 years ago without saying goodbye. What? It's all in the past is the correct answer, apparently. I want to see what this does. Nothing happened. The immortal girl feels that her mother didn't love the wrong man. She holds you and calls you dad. You hug her, and from now on you will cultivate together. Well, I mean, I didn't get anything from it, but you met the drunk young man who passed you his skills years ago. He's talking to a boy and seems to want to take him as a disciple. The young man sees you and winks. I'm just going to catch up with him. Why do I want to rob? Jeez. Treasure casket. Okie doke. Not interested. I will sell you grass. Oh, let's see what It's All in the Past does. Oh, Jesus. The immortal girl hears you out and decides her mother loved the wrong man. She leaves a few silk caskets and goes away. You know she's your daughter, but you need to forget about the mundane world as a cultivator. Jesus. But yeah, it has changed substantially. I don't get any books anymore to read for cultivation base, which is kind of sucky. It's a better way to get spirit stones. Yeah, that's nice. But really, at the end of the day, I'm just going to claim, thank you. All of the spirit stones are going to be going straight back into this celestial stone production in the altar. And the last thing I was told about Golden Immortal was from Rekka Flare. Apologies if I've said that wrong. And she said that, or he said that, all Golden Immortal plus sects actually have perception books or mantras for absorption, which is something I did not know. So my excitement last video over getting into one that had an efficiency book was too much, apparently. What I need to do is write down, I'm only going to keep track of one deification servant because I don't want to have to write down the stats for all of them, because all I'm writing down is his might number and my total might in Outer World. So what this level 100 does for a spirit pet is that it, for the deification realm, which is the one that I actually need to get to 100 real quick, evolve. I don't know what that's at, but apparently not then. Okay. Now, actually I'm going to write down my roam power as well, because I do have multiple deification servants in my roam team. So 1140965, okay. Alright, now we get into the fun part. Deification realm. We're going to see how much stats this actually gives me, because I am only following one servant, but this is going to affect all my deification servants. So this is going to be interesting. I wish I had more godhood, honestly. But here we are. Okay, let's have a look. So I gained about 2,000 might from that. Now let's check on my... Now I'm assuming it's had a minimal effect on my ruins team because that's based on prestige as opposed to 114, 112, 15. Yeah, minimal effect on ruins team. Now let's have a look at my might for Outer World. About another 3k increase in might. Now if each spirit pet is going to do that, as each one gets to level 100, that's going to end up being a gargantuan amount of stats by the time you get there. Because I'm barely 50 on most of the extra pets that were added after the main 4. But that's a long way away, just at the rate you gain mana. It's just not fast enough. It is fast through visit, but it's just not fast enough to get to 100 quickly anyway. My white tiger spirit's almost there, and that's going to be servant intellect for Eastern Immortals, which is fine with me. Until like the more I get to 100, the better effect overall it will have, which is excellent. That's one down, many pets to go. Now, we're going to jump straight into Rome 5 so I can get another Rome out the way because I'm trying to push them out as quickly as I can get them going out. So, of course, we're going to retravel. And again, I will put my journey and the resources I used in the description. And I haven't said it for a few episodes, but remember the numbers I say, they are a quarter of what you will pay doing this your first time around. It's just because retraveling costs less, basically. But first up, going into Peddler, obviously your efficiency book there, but there is also a servant at the bottom here. So you do want to get this Huang Di servant. It's just worth getting an extra servant, extra stats, basically, the simplest of ways to put it. And then your general cheat merit skills to up your stats a bit. But moving straight into the first one, I don't want to keep you all too long, you know. Gem Village has a deep hole and a small pit in it, and there are dozens of byroads, followed by more. But any byroad will lead to the gems embedded on the mountain. The massive gems give the village its name, but one day a giant gem was mined, but robbed by a masked man immediately. Okay, I'm gonna arrest him. Faith plus 10. You take actions to arrest the man in black, however, he exercises weird skills, okay, and disappears into thin air. That skill, it looks the same as that in the Treasure Guild, whatever that means. Faith plus 10. Treasure Chamber of Commerce in the Treasure Guild lies on the south of Zhuoguang realm and emerges as the largest gem seller. Every day many people will come to source gems there. People come and go, and there is a little kid who comes inside with 2 gems and asks you which one is better. I'm going to have to say red over blue. Just after you made the choice, someone offered to buy this stone with 200,000 spirit stones. The stone is said to have become the house treasure of the richest person there. That was written very strangely. Faith plus 10. Alright, I need a bit of deterrence. That's what I need. Glory Village is dozens of meters high. It has strange rocks that look like a flying immortal, a nether tiger or otherwise. As you hang around the entrance, you hear a roar from inside. You walk inside and 2 cultivators are fighting bitterly. How am I supposed to know? I'm just going to get the left one. You take actions to suppress the left cultivator. The other cultivator remains silent at the sound of you bringing him down within a few rounds. The 2 cultivators decide not to fight. Deterrence plus 10. Well, I mean, it got the job done. Heavenly Water Village is a newly built village. Most people flee away from the ruins caused by the beast, badly wounded. Although the people there are old, weak and vulnerable, it doesn't affect their faith to the new life. They believe this land is a place far away from the beast, and everyone is looking forward to the beauty of a new life. I shall give you all, that's a lot times 4, for food, so I'm going to give you wood, which is still a lot of wood. You give the wood to the village head. The village head sheds tears as he picks it up. Heavenly Water Village are confident, but they are a group of weak, old and vulnerable after all. Your grains happen to be a solution of their pressing problems, but I gave them wood, not food. Thanks, Immortal. The village head leads the whole village to thank you. Deterrence plus 10. Okay. Green Cattle Sect was a sect built by Green Cattle Taoists. Legend had it that the Green Cattle Taoists comprehended his unparalleled skills on the back of a green cattle. But ever since the Green Cattle Towers obtained his ascension. The disciples have been fighting over the control of the sect, and now it's occupied by evil disciples. Every passing immortal will be stopped and charged. How rude. I'm going to beat them. Within a few rounds, you knock them down, have mercy, they beg. Faith plus 10. Weirdos. Flowerfall Chamber of Commerce would never sell the same item twice. Meanwhile, the chamber only sells the precious items. Therefore, the chamber is frequently visited by people. Today you arrive here and find 2 items on sale, one being a pill, the other a stone. I will take the ore for 12,000. Not that you have to spend spirit stones on this one, I'm afraid. You secure the bid with 50,000. The quotation preset at 20k goes as high as 50. Those present at the auction are now talking about your origin. The auction firm presents you the ore. You open the case and find it's Crusade, which I don't need because I have a max stack of, but, Bamboo Village is situated in a bamboo mountain. Below is an enormous reserve of spirits, so the bamboos naturally contain massive spirits, hence made into solid crafts. But recently, Bamboo Mountain has seen strings of footprints of demonic monsters. The villagers once went into the mountain in groups, but none returned safely. I'm going to fight the beast. Just the cheapest way through it. Oh, I didn't die in one hit. You go uphill trying to slay the demonic beast. It looks fierce and roars at you, but it's not your match. You inform the villagers of the elimination of the monster, for which they are very grateful. Deterrence plus 10. Alright, 40 deterrence, 30 faith. It's not too bad for over halfway through. Mystic Ice Valley. The bottom of Mystic Ice Valley has been cold all day round. The plants in the valley are covered by ice and snow, hence the name Mystic Ice Valley. When you come here, you find a little boy meditating on a block of mystic ice. It turns out the little boy wants to pursue immortality, but is forbidden by the village. So he runs out and cultivates himself. I have this horrible feeling I don't have these pills. I'm not paying Spirit Jade for it. Okay, 1 Soul Gathering pill level 3. I've got 4 minutes, so I guess I'm just going to have to move on. Celestial Being Cave. Ancestors' Caves lies among a few villages and is the holy place of sacrifice. The land is open at the annual sacrifice or when a reputed senior is to be buried. For recently, an evil Taoist has been hiding there that the people want to drive out. He says he will leave if they evacuate, so there is a deadlock. I'm just gonna capture him. You enter the cave and capture the evil Taoist, although he's good, he's not your match. The villagers express their thanks. Faith plus 10. You're all very welcome. I'm here to help. Green Sky Village was once a peaceful village. Everyone was busy with his own business. Sometimes a few farmers would sit together to have a cup of tea and a light conversation. But the peace didn't last long, for a horde of bandits seized the place. Some kids who escaped from the village aspired to hone their abilities and reclaim it. I'll just sweep it. I don't have that pill. You came to Green Sky Village and purge all the bandits. Faith plus 10. You're absolutely welcome. Just massacring bad guys everywhere I go. Swelling Wave Post, or High Sea Post, has been delivering bulk goods at cheap prices, which earns itself massive customers with efficient delivery and warmly received amongst the villagers. But ever since the beast destroyed everything there, the once thriving post has been on the decline. I'm going to give you some wood. You give the wood to the post. They're so surprised to see such an amount, and with it the post will soon restore its glorious past. Thanks, Immortal, chant the villagers. Deterrence plus 10. It's not really deterrence, is it? But, alright. 50-50, and we are at 10 out of 12. Rainbow Village. The sky of Rainbow Village is all red all year around, hence the name. The sky is filled with a bizarre air that contributes to the growth of the spirit grass, hence a favourable condition for the sale of herbs. However, the herbal gardens of Rainbow Village have been stomped by various demonic monsters. I suppose I will give you the conjoined flowers, 150 conjoined flowers. You take out the herbs. The way the village head sees it, those herbs can perfectly solve the shortage. Soon the batch of herbs are brought out and sold out, and the price in terms of spirit stones has gone to the highest for recent years. Well, deterrence plus 10, okay. Whatever. Now I have to wait for that pill. Damn it, alchemy. Damn it. Gotta have patience when refining pills. Yay. Okay. There you go. You present the pills to the teen in Mystic Ice Valley. He thanks you and promises that if he becomes an immortal, he'll repay you. You see how desirous the teen is of cultivation. Deterrence plus 10. Alright, boss time. Ladies and gentlemen, boss time. So, at the moment, Deterrence 70, Faith 50, Judicator, even distribution of Benevolent and Malevolent Jade, which is, again, exactly what you're after. Now, for this Phoenix, he is a rather tough opponent. To beat him effectively, you're going to need to be running 520,000 attack at least, 440,000 defense, 2 million health or more, and 250,000 miss. So, yeah, it is a bit more than the last boss, but we're dealing with exponentials here. It's only getting harder as you go through the roams, so let's give him a smack. He's a profound immortal. Okay. Yep, respected as Judicator, excellent. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Rome 5 done. Now, tomorrow's episode, I will be doing Paranormal Activity. I just wanted to get an episode out because Age of Wushu messed up on me. So, yeah, here I am. Subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Leave us a comment. And as always, have a great day.